Failure is a universal experience. It doesn't discriminate by age, gender, race, or status. Everyone encounters it at some point in life. Yet, how we respond to failure defines who we become. Some people allow failure to paralyze them, while others use it as a stepping stone to achieve greatness. The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. To turn failure into success, we must embrace it, learn from it, and rise stronger each time we fall. Imagine a world where failure didn't exist. There would be no innovation, no creativity, and no progress. Every significant achievement in history has come from individuals who failed repeatedly but refused to give up. They understood that failure is not final, and it's certainly not fatal. It's merely feedback, a lesson wrapped in difficulty, teaching us how to grow. And the first step to turn failure into success is to change our perspective on failure. And instead of seeing it as an end point, we must view it as a beginning. Failure is not the end of the road, it's a detour, an opportunity to find a better path. When you fail, you are not defeated, you are simply being redirected. This shift in mindset can transform how you approach challenges and setbacks. When you see failure as a teacher rather than an adversary, you become more resilient and open to growth. Every failure carries a lesson, but we must be willing to look for it. This requires self-reflection and honesty. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? It's not about assigning blame either to yourself or others, but about taking responsibility and learning from the experience. Growth happens when we take ownership of our mistakes and commit to improving. The most successful people in the world are not those who avoid failure, but those who learn from it. Consider the stories of individuals who turned failure into success. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his repeated failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work." This mindset allowed him to persevere, ultimately changing the world with his invention. Similarly, J.K. Rowling faced countless rejections before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. These stories remind us that failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Resilience is key to turning failure into success. Resilience doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means acknowledging your emotions, processing them, and then finding the strength to move forward. Life will knock you down, but resilience ensures you get back up. Building resilience takes time and practice. Surround yourself with supportive people, develop a positive outlook, and focus on your goals. Each time you bounce back from failure, you become stronger and more capable. Another crucial factor in transforming failure into success is persistence. Success is rarely achieved overnight. It's the result of consistent effort over time. When faced with failure, it's tempting to give up, to convince yourself that you're not cut out for the challenge. But true success comes to those who keep going, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Persistence is about showing up day after day, no matter how many times you've fallen. It's about believing in yourself and your vision, even when others doubt you. Embracing failure also means embracing discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Failure pushes you to confront your limitations, to stretch beyond what you thought possible. It's not easy, but it's necessary. Each failure is a reminder that you're trying, that you're pushing yourself to achieve something worthwhile. The discomfort of failure is temporary, but the lessons and growth it brings are lasting. It's also important to cultivate a growth mindset. A fixed mindset sees failure as a reflection of one's abilities, while a growth mindset sees it as an opportunity to learn and improve. When you adopt a growth mindset, you become more adaptable and open to new possibilities. You start to see challenges as opportunities and failures as valuable experiences. This mindset shift can change how you approach life, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Sometimes failure is a sign that we need to change our approach or redefine our goals. It's not about giving up, but about being flexible and open to new paths. Success often requires adaptability. What worked before may not work now, and that's okay. Be willing to pivot, to try something different, and to embrace the unknown. Flexibility is not a sign of weakness, but a strength that allows you to navigate the complexities of life. It's also essential to celebrate small victories along the way. When you're focused on a big goal, it's easy to overlook the progress you're making, but every step forward, no matter how small, is a sign of growth. Celebrating these milestones can boost your confidence and motivation, reminding you that success is built one step at a time. Each small victory brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Failure also teaches humility. It reminds us that we're human, that we're not perfect, and that we don't have all the answers. This humility can be a powerful force for connection and empathy. When you've experienced failure, you're better able to understand and support others in their struggles. Failure can bring people together, fostering a sense of shared humanity and mutual support. Turning failure into success requires a combination of self-belief and external support. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, and who remind you of your potential. Positive relationships can provide the strength and motivation you need to keep going. At the same time, believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. Trust your abilities and don't let failure shake your confidence. Visualization can also be a powerful tool in turning failure into success. Picture yourself achieving your goals, overcoming obstacles, and thriving despite challenges. This mental imagery can help you stay focused and motivated, even when the road gets tough. Visualization is not about denying reality, but about creating a vision for your future and working towards it with determination. Ultimately, failure is a part of the journey to success. It's not something to fear or avoid, but something to embrace. Each failure brings you closer to your goals, teaching you lessons and building your character. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It's filled with twists, turns, and setbacks, but each step, no matter how difficult, is a step forward. Remember, failure is temporary, but the growth it brings is permanent. Don't let fear of failure hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a catalyst for growth. Success is not about never failing, it's about rising each time you fall. So keep going, keep striving, and turn every failure into an opportunity to succeed. The journey of turning failure into success is one of the most transformative experiences a person can have. It is not merely about achieving external goals, but about internal growth, resilience, and becoming the best version of yourself. Failure, when embraced with the right mindset, becomes the most valuable teacher you will ever have. It doesn't just guide you to success, it reshapes your perspective, strengthens your character, and equips you with the tools to navigate life's challenges. One of the most profound aspects of failure is its ability to teach us humility. When we succeed continuously without experiencing setbacks, it's easy to develop a false sense of security or invincibility. Failure grounds us, reminding us that we are human and that life is unpredictable. This humility is not a weakness, it is a strength. It opens the door to learning, collaboration, and growth. When you approach life with humility, you become more open to feedback, more willing to ask for help, and more attuned to the experiences of others. This mindset not only helps you overcome failure, but also builds deeper, more meaningful relationships. Failure also fosters creativity and innovation. Often it forces us to think outside the box and find solutions we might not have considered otherwise. When something doesn't work out, it challenges us to reassess our methods, question our assumptions, and try new approaches. Many of the world's greatest inventions and breakthroughs were born out of failure. The light bulb, the telephone, the airplane, all of these innovations were the result of persistent effort in the face of repeated setbacks. Failure pushes us to explore uncharted territory and unlock our creative potential. Another powerful lesson that failure teaches is adaptability. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and rigid plans often crumble under the weight of reality. Failure teaches us to be flexible, to adjust our strategies, and to embrace change. It shows us that there is no single path to success, and that detours can lead to incredible opportunities. Adaptability is not just about surviving failure, it's about thriving in an ever-changing world. The more adaptable you become, the better equipped you are to face whatever challenges come your way. Building emotional resilience is another critical aspect of turning failure into success. Failure can be emotionally taxing, leading to feelings of disappointment, frustration, and self-doubt. However, these emotions are not permanent, they are part of the process. Resilience is the ability to acknowledge these feelings, process them, and move forward despite them. It is about developing the emotional strength to weather the storms of life without losing sight of your goals. Over time, each failure you overcome builds this resilience, making you more capable of handling future setbacks with grace and determination. The power of mindset cannot be overstated in this journey. A growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning, transforms how you perceive failure. Instead of seeing it as a dead end, you view it as a stepping stone. Instead of fearing mistakes, you embrace them as opportunities to grow. This mindset creates a positive feedback loop. The more you learn from failure, the more confident you become in your ability to succeed. Over time, this confidence becomes self-reinforcing, propelling you forward. Failure also challenges us to clarify our purpose. When things don't go as planned, it forces us to ask important questions. Why am I doing this? What is my ultimate goal? Is this path aligned with my values and passions? Sometimes, failure is not a sign that you're incapable, but that you're pursuing the wrong goal or approach. By reflecting on your purpose, you can realign your efforts with what truly matters to you. This clarity gives you the motivation and focus to keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. One of the most overlooked aspects of failure is its role in building empathy. When you experience setbacks, you gain a deeper understanding of what it feels like to struggle, to doubt, and to face uncertainty. This empathy makes you more compassionate toward others who are facing their own challenges. It enables you to connect with people on a deeper level and to offer support and encouragement when they need it most. In this way, failure not only benefits you, but also strengthens the bonds you share with others. Another important element in turning failure into success is persistence. Failure often tempts us to give up, to walk away from our goals because they seem too difficult or out of reach. But success rarely comes to those who quit at the first sign of trouble. It comes to those who keep going, who show up day after day, even when progress feels slow or non-existent. Persistence is about believing in your ability to succeed, even when circumstances seem to suggest otherwise. It's about staying committed to your vision and trusting that your efforts will pay off in the long run. Time is another ally in this process. When we experience failure, it's easy to feel as though everything is crumbling in the moment, but with time, we gain perspective. What feels like a devastating setback today may appear trivial in the grand scheme of things. Time allows us to heal, to reflect, and to see the bigger picture. It reminds us that failure is temporary and that success is built on a foundation of patience and perseverance. Gratitude is another powerful tool for navigating failure. When we focus solely on what went wrong, we overlook the many things that are still going right. Gratitude shifts our attention to the positives in our lives, the relationships, opportunities, and experiences that give life meaning. By cultivating gratitude, you create a sense of abundance and possibility, even in the face of setbacks. This mindset not only helps you recover from failure, but also empowers you to move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. In the end, the ability to turn failure into success comes down to one simple truth. You have the power to choose how you respond. You can let failure define you, or you can let it refine you. You can see it as the end of the road, or you can see it as a new beginning. The choice is yours. Embrace failure as a necessary part of your journey, and you will discover that every setback is an opportunity in disguise. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about rising every time you fall, stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Keep moving forward and let failure guide you to the success you were always meant to achieve. The power to turn failure into success lies within every individual. It's not reserved for a select few. It's a universal ability that can be cultivated with the right mindset and actions. The process begins with understanding that failure is not a reflection of your worth. Too often, people internalize failure, allowing it to define them. They start believing that they are failures rather than recognizing that they simply experienced a setback. This distinction is crucial. Failure is an event, not an identity. By separating who you are from what has happened, you give yourself the freedom to grow beyond the experience. Success often feels elusive because we equate it with perfection. Society places a high value on flawless achievements, leading many to fear failure and avoid risks. However, success isn't about perfection, it's about perseverance. It's about showing up, trying, and learning through every stumble and misstep. Each failure teaches you something valuable, and every lesson brings you closer to your goals. Failure, then, is not the enemy. It's a mentor guiding you on your journey. Take, for instance, the countless inventors, entrepreneurs, and artists who faced rejection and ridicule before achieving greatness. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job because he was told he lacked imagination. Today, his name is synonymous with creativity and innovation. Oprah Winfrey was told she was unfit for television, yet she became one of the most influential media figures of all time. These stories highlight a universal truth. Failure doesn't determine your future, your response to it does. One of the most powerful tools for turning failure into success is self-awareness. Knowing yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and fears enables you to navigate setbacks with clarity and purpose. When you understand what motivates you and what holds you back, you can approach failure with a sense of curiosity rather than judgment. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" you can ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" This shift in perspective transforms failure from a source of shame into a catalyst for growth. Equally important is the ability to reframe your narrative. The way you tell your story, both to yourself and to others, shapes how you perceive and process failure. If you view setbacks as the end of the road, they will feel insurmountable. But if you see them as part of a larger journey, they become manageable. Reframing doesn't mean denying the pain or difficulty. It means recognizing that every chapter, even the challenging ones, contributes to your overall story of resilience and achievement. Another critical aspect of turning failure into success is setting realistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can set you up for disappointment, making failure feel more significant than it is. By setting achievable goals and breaking them into smaller, manageable steps, you create a roadmap for progress. Each step forward becomes a victory, reinforcing your belief in your ability to succeed. And when setbacks occur, they feel less like failures and more like temporary obstacles. Surrounding yourself with the right people can also make a world of difference. Failure can be isolating, but it doesn't have to be. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities who understand the value of persistence and growth. These individuals can provide encouragement, perspective, and constructive feedback, helping you navigate failure with resilience. At the same time, avoid those who belittle your efforts or dwell on negativity. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset and motivation. Resilience is not a trait you're born with, it's a skill you can develop. It starts with embracing discomfort and uncertainty. Failure often pushes you into unfamiliar territory, forcing you to confront your fears and limitations. While this can be unsettling, it's also where growth happens. Each time you face a challenge and overcome it, you build mental and emotional strength. Over time, resilience becomes a habit, enabling you to face future failures with greater confidence and composure. The ability to adapt is another cornerstone of success. Life rarely goes according to plan, and failure often signals the need for a new approach. Flexibility allows you to pivot, exploring alternative paths and solutions. It requires an open mind and a willingness to experiment. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means finding new ways to achieve them. The most successful people are not those who stick rigidly to a single plan, but those who can adjust and innovate when faced with obstacles. Turning failure into success also requires patience. In a world that values instant results, it's easy to become discouraged when progress feels slow. But success is rarely a linear process. It's a journey of ups and downs, victories and setbacks. Patience allows you to stay committed to your goals, even when the path is unclear. It reminds you that great achievements take time, and that each step, no matter how small, is a step forward. Celebrate your resilience. Each time you rise after a failure, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you realize. These moments of recovery are worth acknowledging because they reflect your determination and growth. Success is not just about reaching the finish line, it's about who you become along the way. By celebrating your resilience, you reinforce your belief in your ability to overcome challenges. making it easier to face future setbacks with courage. Lastly, never underestimate the power of gratitude. Failure can feel overwhelming, but it also provides an opportunity to reflect on what you have and what you've learned. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you've lost to what you've gained. It reminds you of the people, experiences, and opportunities that enrich your life, even in difficult times. This perspective can transform failure from a source of frustration into a source of inspiration. In the end, turning failure into success is a choice. It's a decision to embrace challenges, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward. It's about believing in yourself and your potential even when the road gets tough. Failure is not the end. It's a beginning, a chance to start anew with greater wisdom and strength. So embrace it, learn from it, and use it to fuel your journey. Success is not about never failing. It's about never giving up. Just as "This way to fail" stands a pen and pen for diet plans in the beverage industry. The road to success is often paved with failures. What distinguishes those who succeed from those who don't is not the absence of failure, but the ability to persist and grow through adversity. Each failure is like a brick in the foundation of success. The more bricks you lay, the stronger the foundation becomes. Turning failure into success is an ongoing process, one that requires not only determination and effort, but also self-compassion and perspective. One key aspect of this process is accepting failure as a natural and inevitable part of life. When we resist failure or see it as something to avoid at all costs, we limit our potential. Fear of failure can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks or pursuing our dreams. But when we accept failure as a part of the journey, we free ourselves to take bold actions. Failure in this light becomes a teacher rather than a barrier. Self-compassion is crucial in this context. When we fail, it's easy to fall into a spiral of self-criticism and doubt. We may dwell on our mistakes, replaying them in our minds and questioning our abilities. However, this kind of self-punishment does little to help us move forward. Instead, we must treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them define you. Remind yourself that everyone fails, and that failure is not a measure of your worth or potential. One practical way to cultivate self-compassion is to practice positive self-talk. Replace negative thoughts like "I'm a failure" with affirmations like "I am learning and growing." Your inner dialogue has a profound impact on your mindset and actions. By being kinder to yourself, you create an environment where growth and resilience can flourish. Another essential step in turning failure into success is redefining what success means to you. Often we adopt societal definitions of success, wealth, fame, status, without considering whether these align with our values and aspirations. When we chase goals that don't truly resonate with us, failure feels more devastating because it's tied to external validation. However, when success is defined by personal growth, fulfillment, and alignment with your values, failure becomes less intimidating. It becomes a stepping stone toward a life that is meaningful and authentic to you. The role of perspective cannot be overstated in this transformation. Failure often feels overwhelming because we view it through a narrow lens. We focus on the immediate loss or setback, losing sight of the bigger picture. But when we zoom out, we can see how failure fits into the broader narrative of our lives. What feels like a dead end today may later reveal itself as a turning point. By adopting a long-term perspective, we can view failure as a temporary challenge rather than a permanent defeat. Moreover, failure teaches us resilience and grit. Success achieved without struggle often lacks depth. It is through facing and overcoming obstacles that we develop the inner strength to tackle greater challenges. Each failure tests your resolve, pushing you to dig deeper and discover capabilities you didn't know you had. This process builds confidence not despite failure, but because of it. Consider the importance of persistence. Every failure you experience is an opportunity to reassess your approach, refine your skills, and try again. Persistence doesn't mean repeating the same actions and expecting different results. It means adapting, learning, and moving forward with renewed determination. Think of it as a cycle of effort, feedback, and improvement. Each iteration brings you closer to your goal. Everything that is and everything that will be is infinite. Reflection is another powerful tool in this journey. After experiencing failure, take time to analyze what happened. What were the contributing factors? What did you do well and what could you improve? Reflection helps you extract valuable lessons from your experiences, transforming setbacks into opportunities for growth. Keep a journal to document your reflections and progress. Over time, you'll be able to look back and see how far you've come, which can be incredibly motivating. The people around you also play a significant role in your ability to turn failure into success. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire, support, and challenge you to grow. These could be mentors, friends, family members, or colleagues. Their encouragement and wisdom can help you navigate difficult times. At the same time, be mindful of negative influences, those who discourage you or amplify your fears. Protect your energy by seeking out relationships that uplift and empower you. While failure often feels like a personal setback, it's important to remember that it can also have a broader impact. Your experiences and lessons learned can inspire and guide others. By sharing your story of overcoming failure, you create a ripple effect, encouraging those around you to embrace challenges and persevere. In this way, your failures contribute not only to your success, but also to the success of others. Finally, never lose sight of the bigger picture. Success is not a destination, but a journey. It's not about a single achievement, but about the cumulative effect of your efforts, choices, and growth over time. Each failure adds depth and meaning to your story, shaping you into a more resilient and capable individual. Success built on the lessons of failure is richer and more rewarding because it reflects your journey of transformation. Failure is not something to fear or avoid. It is an essential part of life, a teacher that shapes us into the best versions of ourselves. When you face failure, face it with courage and curiosity. Learn from it, grow through it, and use it as a stepping stone towards success. Remember, failure is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with potential, growth, and the promise of what you can achieve. Keep moving forward, keep striving, and let failure be the foundation on which you build your success.